Blake Shelton is dealing with a rare professional setback as he endures an unsavory debut. There's a lot to uncover and understand about the problem, but he has long been considered one of the most successful country music performers. However, this may be swiftly dwindling as a result of his current career transition. Blake Shelton's career has taken a turn for the worse as of late. He met his wife, Gwen Stefani, on The Voice, where he served as an original coach until deciding to step out. Despite this, Blake has always been a top performer. Despite continuing to travel and sell out venues throughout his career as a prominent country performer, his career took a major knock after a catastrophic debut album. He will even be performing at this year's CMA Fest in Nashville, Tennessee. Although Shelton's most recent CD, For Recreational Use Only, did not have a stellar launch, his subsequent singles have been steadily climbing the Billboard charts. Despite the fact that his song Texas was immensely popular, Blake's most recent album reached 46th place, which is his lowest chart rank since the release of any of his albums combined. The most precipitous decline in chart position that Blake Shelton has ever encountered occurred in 2001, when he became 45 years old. Nonetheless, this in no way indicates that his career is over. It seems like Blake's new album For Personal Use Only isn't doing well, but that doesn't mean it will fail entirely. Every artist has a slump. We would love to hear your thoughts on this matter, so please comment below. His new album has the potential to climb the charts as more fans listen to and fall in love with it, but he is currently underperforming and does not rank well. Despite this, he is determined not to give up hope. Blake Shelton, the beloved country music icon known for his smooth vocals, charisma, and hit songs, has been a mainstay of the country music scene for quite some time. He has a legion of loyal fans and is known for being honest. After an unsettling debut that caused both fans and critics to doubt his artistry and ethics, Shelton's ascent to fame seemed unstoppable. However, recent events have cast a shadow over his career. This article delves into the surprising professional setback that Blake Shelton had due to a sudden change of circumstances. Examining the events leading up to his unsettling debut, the effects on the industry, and the wider consequences for his legacy prior to the incident that destroyed his career. Blake Shelton was a household name thanks to his relatable music, humble demeanor, and relentlessly successful chart runs. His journey from a young man in a little town in Oklahoma to a legendary figure in American history was marked by unwavering determination and authenticity. Many of his songs dealt with rural life, love, and heartbreak, and his admirers loved his country charm. In early 2023, Shelton became a household name because to his coaching role on The Voice, where his honesty and mentorship won over a new generation. He also became famous for his charitable work, humorous banter, and collaborations with other performers. Expectations were high at Blake Shelton's highly anticipated album launch event, which took place in a small Nashville venue and was broadcast live on numerous streaming platforms. Industry insiders projected that Shelton would triumphantly return to her roots instead. Fans eagerly anticipated the release of Echoes of the Heart, Blake Shelton's much-anticipated debut album. Unlike Shelton's previous works, which celebrated love, country life, perseverance, and the lead song on the CD appeared unsettling as he visibly struggled during his opening performance. His voice trembled and his movements were frantic, and halfway through the song he stopped, clutching his chest, and staggered offstage. The audience became perplexed and worried that the CD was disturbing. The lyrics of by Echoes of the Heart were dark, mysterious, and terrifying. The songs dealt with heavy topics like existential fear, sadness over losing one's identity, and other similar feelings. Reviewers panned the album, describing it as haunting, disturbing, and deeply unsettling due to the stark departure from Shelton's usual style. Songs like Silent Screams and Fading Echoes feature disturbing imagery and discordant melodies that seem to portray inner agony. A foggy picture of Shelton's face with piercing eyes adorns the record cover, adding to the somber mood. Pros in the field debated the gravity of this terrifying development as anxious followers flocked to social media to ask questions and provide support. Debut, a number of fans expressed their dismay and worry. Some even questioned Shelton's mental health, leading to a flood of fretting on Reddit and Twitter. A number of people wondered if Shelton was intentionally delving into darker themes or if anything more sinister was going on. Critics and fellow artists were filled with worry and mistrust, and some even accused him of straying from his roots or trying to grab attention by shocking people. Some people questioned whether his artistic approach had been impacted by his personal struggles. According to sources close to Shelton, he was dealing with personal issues like grief over the loss of a close family member, mental health problems, or exhaustion from years in the spotlight. The story was covered by major media outlets who painted Shelton's debut as a career crisis or unexpected artistic experiment gone wrong. Headlines questioned whether Shelton could recover from this turbulent period or if it signaled the beginning of the end of his career. Some people in the know thought Shelton was trying to shake things up by challenging the status quo or reinventing himself. There were concerns that Shelton was pushed toward a darker, more experimental tone by outside forces, including pressure from new management or partners, despite the fact that the harsh tone was intended as an artistic statement. Some others pondered the impact of the latest musical trends, which highlight feelings of vulnerability and genuine emotion. The startling launch had an immediate and significant impact on Asterisk sales. After the launch of Echoes of the Heart, the asterisk dropped, and radio stations were hesitant to play the new tracks. The steep decline in Shelton's chart success may be an indication of her declining commercial viability. Since his early days as a relatable, wholesome artist, the public's view of Shelton has shifted dramatically, associating him today with negativity and instability. His honesty was cast into doubt by several supporters who thought he had been deceived. Colleagues in the field and those who worked with them started to be wary of who they partnered with. In the weeks after his debut, Shelton released a public statement acknowledging the concerns and expressing his wish to seek aid and clarification. He was also blacklisted from major awards and festivals. Other radio stations withdrew their support. Please know that the performance you saw that night was not an expression of my true self, but rather a mirror of the difficult journey I've been on. I'm sorry if this has caused any trouble, and I'm committed to returning to making music that inspires and brings people together. Industry insiders were cautious, waiting for further advances before reintegrating Shelton into mainstream projects. He also postponed upcoming tour dates and went to therapy, showing his commitment to recovery. Many fans rallied around him, expressing empathy and advocating patience. A more extensive conversation about creative boundaries, mental health, and authenticity in country music ensued after Shelton's terrifying debut. The show highlighted the importance of mental health care for musicians dealing with intense pressure. Is it necessary for artists to maintain a certain degree of stability and authenticity, or should they push the boundaries of artistic expression even if it means alienating fans? Shelton's experiment prompted a debate on the need for more open communication and support systems in the industry. While Shelton's career took a nosedive, the incident brought attention to problems in the business, including the way mental health crises are dealt with and the pressures musicians have to conform or adapt. Artists have the ability to rise above even the most devastating of circumstances, as history shows. Shelton's candor about his struggles and attempts to recover may strike a chord with listeners, forming a genuine connection. Many think that Shelton can discover forgiveness by getting back to his authentic self and revisiting the subjects that initially captivated his fans. On the other hand, this could initiate a new, more developed artistic phase for him, where he blends his country roots with genuine emotion and honesty. The unexpected rise to fame and subsequent collapse of Blake Shelton's career are stark reminders of how transient fame is and how complex the human experiences are that give rise to public personas. As Shelton faces this perilous chapter, fans and critics alike eagerly await his return to the forefront of country music, either revitalized and transformed, or would this terrifying moment herald the end of an era? The episode rocked his career and questioned his character, and it also ignited debate about mental health, artistic boundaries, and authenticity in the genre. Who can say? All we know is that Blake Shelton's terrifying debut marked a turning point in his life and career, showcasing the unpredictable and sometimes painful path of artistic and emotional exploration.